Dream a little dream of me. Welcome kindreds, it's Jessica. I've got a few videos to film today and I thought I would kind of start with the easiest one first, and so this video is a giveaway video. I've got a couple of things to share with you that I think that you will like, and let's just get on with it. So as you guys know, I've been doing a depth year this year, and in my cauldron month I used some of that time in August to sort through my bookshelves, tidy things up, reorganize things so I can find the things I need a lot more easily. And when I was doing that, I came across a couple of books that I actually have duplicates of. Which is one of the reasons why I needed to do a depth year. So I've got a copy of Condensed Chaos by Phil Hine. This is a really good book if you're into chaos magic. It looks completely brand new. I don't think, obviously I have another copy which I've read, although I think that is in pretty good nick as well, but this one was the one that looks brand new. If you're buying this off like Book Depository or something, they would be saying brand new. So if you would like a copy of that, then let me know. That's just how I'm going to do this giveaway. Just let me know in the comments if you would like a copy of whatever the thing is, and then I will draw random people to be the winners of those things. So you know, to try and spread it out as well, so that not the same person doesn't win all the stuff as well. So have a think about which thing you actually want, or perhaps, I guess, put in order what you would want in order of how you want it, and then I'll like draw a winner out and they'll get the kind of first pick kind of thing, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's the first thing, is Condensed Chaos by Phil Hine. I haven't actually done a review of this one. It's not that new. Let's say 1995. Yeah. It's been a while since I've read this, but it's still quite on point. You know, like the 90s was kind of the heyday for chaos magic, really, although there is still kind of decent things coming out about it now. But this book is a good way into chaos magic if you're wondering about it. So yeah, let me know if you want that. Oh, I just had to stop the video because I was having a coughing fit. The next book that I found, I have 2 copies of, and this isn't strictly my fault because they're actually called different titles, but it's exactly the same content inside, is Valerie Ann Woodward's The Fragrant Pharmacy, A Complete Guide to Aromatherapy and Essential Oils. I have this book already, but it is called something slightly different. It's like, I can't even remember what it's called, and it's in a slightly larger format, but like I say, the information inside is exactly the same. This one is a lot more kind of knocked around. This one is a reference, you know, if it's great for remedies for all sorts of things. It's a really practical book, so it hasn't got like loads of information on the oils, you know, blah blah about it, but it is really workable, really practical. It's got things for like hair care, for body care, for common complaints, things for in work, things at the home, to do with beauty, help in the maturing years, care for your home, things like that. So it covers pretty much everything you would want in an essential oil book. She is one of my, I think she is my favourite essential oil author. So, you know, this book is a brilliant addition to any essential oil library. It's basically, you could just use this and you would have something for every particular occasion. She also uses, she doesn't go crazy like with all the different amounts of oil, different types of oils, because with oils they lose their potency, you know, even though it does take a little while. It's better to buy them and use them up kind of than to have like, you know, sort of 100 different oils and then they're sitting around for years and you're not using them, you know. So there are some slightly different ones, but she generally has like a kind of stock of a certain amount of oils which you'll be using in lots and lots of the recipes, which is really cool. So yeah, I really recommend that. If you would like it, let me know. And then I have something a little bit different. This is not something that I found on my bookshelf. This is something that I wrote for my bookshelf. So I have a book of poems. I already have a book of short stories. It's only a very tiny book, which has 5 short stories in it, which I'm sure I've shared here on the channel before. I don't think I've actually got any spare copies of that around at the moment, otherwise I would give one of those away as well. But this year I actually published a... Ooh, it's a bit too bright. I'm sitting in the window in the attic. So this is Maid, Mother, Crone, Other poems, and it's a collection I've been working on for, it seems like, forever. So it's really nice to have it like actually printed and done and out into the world. So if you like poems, the reason it's Maid, Mother, Crone, Other is that it's kind of poems for those stages of a woman's life. So it kind of is more female oriented probably, but you know, who am I to say who would like it or not? So yeah, you let me know whether you would like it. I'll read you one. I was just flicking through to see if I could find one to read you. This one is called Woman Power, and this is in the Crone section, just to give you a kind of flavour of the sort of things you might find here. People say the kitchen is the heart of the home. They're wrong. It is the woman. She calms and cares, rules and rages, inspires and irons, soothes and scolds, teaches and listens, kinds and kindles, laughs and lullabies, creates and cleans, wrongs and rights. Be strong, take your responsibilities gladly. We are the women being, we are the women doing, we are the women trying, we do our best. And we know that our children and our children's children will be proud of what we are. So yeah, there's I think there's about like 70 poems in here, something like that. Don't quote me. So yeah, if you would like a copy of Maid, Mother, Crone, Other, then let me know and I'll put you down for that. And then the other thing is something that my husband made, and I don't talk very much about my family, or haven't talked about my family and like what we are up to so much on this channel. Kind of because I suppose when I started this channel, I felt like it was going to be a space for me to kind of share what I've learned while I've been walking this path, this kind of thing. And so I've kept it kind of, I don't want to say teaching, because that seems really kind of like, oh yeah, I'm just sitting here teaching people stuff. And that's not how I see it. I do see it as much more interactive than that. But I suppose I kind of felt like that's why I thought it would, that's how I wanted to be useful, you know, is when I created my channel, I thought this would be useful. I want to be sharing useful stuff. And so I don't talk too much about my family, but people ask me questions about it. And I sometimes wonder if it would be good to talk a little bit more, to share a little bit more about us, because we do have a slightly alternative lifestyle, I guess. You know, we are both, my husband and I, we're both self-employed. He's a musician, and our children don't go to school. They're home educated. They're actually unschooled, which is like basically a form of education where they live their lives and they learn through living their lives. You know, I don't say, right, it's time for school now, kids, we must go and sit and do this. You know, we do these worksheets. It's nothing like that at all. And yeah, like maybe that's the sort of questions I get from people anyways, like how did you go about this, or why did you choose to do this, or things like that. So perhaps I should share more like that on my channel. And like my family are fine with it. It's me being a little bit funny about it. So maybe I will share a little bit more about that. I like watching other YouTubers who share more kind of personal, like I don't mean like, you know, like super intimate personal stuff, but like more just about their day-to-day lives and things. So if that sounds good to you, then let me know. I've kind of gone off on a tangent now. I was going to show you something that my husband made. He's got quite a few albums. He's been in different bands over the years, and he's in a band at the moment that are quite a big deal, you know, and they tour around everywhere. But this is not to do with that. He also has started playing the ukulele in the last couple of years, and he has written an album which is absolutely beautiful, and that is, he's given me a copy. He's got it printed on vinyl. It's called Under the Moon. You see, my influence does rub off on him. When we first started going out a long time ago, you know, he used to kind of, he wouldn't roll his eyes because he was always kind of, I was going to say respectful, but scared might be a better. I don't know. You know, he always knew I was a little bit unusual, and he was totally cool with that. And over the years, I've got less and less unusual, or perhaps he has got more and more unusual. But he's so clever, so creative. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is the artwork is beautiful for the album, for the sleeve. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 songs on the album. And like I say, they're just beautiful songs, and they're very heartfelt. They really they feel really true, and that's my favorite kind of creativity. Also, the actual vinyl itself is a moon. It's like a luminous neon yellow moon, and yeah, it looks really cool. He is selling these via, I'm not sure. I'll find out where he's selling them via, because they're not in, everything else that I've shown you is like available like on Amazon and stuff like that, the books. But the vinyl copies of this, I believe, are only available through his web store, so I can link that. I don't think you could like go, you wouldn't be able to just like go into a record store and find, I mean, I don't think there's that many record stores that sell vinyl and stuff now anyway. It's more kind of niche. So it's limited edition as well. There are only, I think he only printed 100 copies of this, so it's really, really limited edition. And he's going to sign it, and he can write whatever you want on it if you would like to have a copy of this. If you'd like to know a little bit about what it sounds like, one of the songs, my friend Matilda, who made the gorgeous stop motion intro for me for this channel and outro, she actually did a stop motion video for one of the songs off this album, which is about his grandfather, who was a World War II pilot. And it's amazing. So even if, you know, you're not interested in this at all, you should just go and watch that, because the combination of the music with the artwork, the video, is just, it's really hard to not be moved, I feel like, by that. So, you know, obviously I'm biased, but even if I wasn't, it just blows me away. So yeah, I'll link that particular video down below, and I'll also link where these are available from. But I know hardly anyone has vinyl, so if you did want to get it to listen to, some people do still collect vinyl and they don't have any way to play it on either. So I'm guessing the market for this is probably going to be slightly limited, but it is also available on like iTunes and Spotify and stuff like that as well. So I'll put the links for those down below if you want to stream it, or obviously you can like buy it and download it as well. So yeah, so those are the 4 things: the Condensed Chaos, the Fragrant Pharmacy, Maid, Mother, Crone, Other, and Under the Moon vinyl. So let me know if you're interested in any of those things. And like I said, if you're interested in more than one, maybe say like which one is your preferred one and which one is your next preferred one. And then when I'm doing the draw, I can work out who is entitled to which thing. You know, if you're only interested in one thing, then obviously just put that. That's fine. You don't have to say, you know, there's no point in receiving things you don't actually want. So yeah, I hope that's cool. And yeah, and let me know what you think about my kind of more sharing. Like maybe you don't want that, maybe you'd like me to just stick with what I'm doing. And there we go, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Good luck, warmest blessings, and I will see you very soon.